All right, what is up everyone? We've got a big Road to Pro episode. I'm making the jump from MA2 to MA1, so let's get into it. So the past month, I've been playing some really good disc golf, just being super consistent and playing well above my rating, which has been huge for me. So in this last ratings update, I actually jumped from 926, which was last month, all the way to 940. So I've crossed that 935 threshold, so I'm moving up to MA1. And I'm assuming I still have a ton of tournaments left. I'm assuming I'll probably be there the rest of the year unless I can get 30 points. So today we're at Macaulay Park and I'm just gonna kind of go through, play a few courses. We're supposed to get some rain, but I'm just gonna kind of talk about, well, it was really this tournament that did it well. I shot my first 1,000 rated round. I averaged 984 for the tournament. So ultimately it was this course that kind of gave me the bump up. So I'm just gonna play my favorite kind of stretch of holes and we'll talk a little bit. Before we get started, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of the Road Pro Series. It's Mojo Gear. They make the Mojo Riser. It's disc golf's first and only collapsible bag stand. So you just pull the tab, you set it down. It sets on all terrains, all angles. This thing's absolutely incredible. And I keep mine locked when I use it, but you just press that button when you pick it up, legs fold back in, it adds almost no weight to the bag and it saves you so much stress on your back throughout the course of even just one round, but multi-day tournaments, multi-round tournaments, anything like that. This thing is absolutely incredible and I can't thank them enough. If you go to mojogear.com and use OMD10, you'll get $10 off your own Mojo Riser or bag and riser combo. So make sure to head over to mojogear.com now. All right, so like I said, it's supposed to rain. It's already super gray and cloudy, so I'm just hopefully gonna get like 5 or 6 holes in here. I'm just gonna play like my favorite kind of stretch of holes on the course. And we'll just talk a little bit because I played really well. There was a tournament last Saturday. I played really well here. And so that was kind of huge in making that jump up to MA1. And hopefully I can replicate some of the shots that I threw then. All right, so we are starting on hole 12, 300 feet. It plays as an island. Anything inside the path is safe. Anything short is OB. There wasn't a drop zone in the tournament, which is a bit weird for kind of being an island, but I was fortunate enough to make it both times, so I really didn't have to worry about it. We do have a bit of a tailwind, so I'm gonna go to like a less stable FX2. I'm throwing these now. I lost my Raptors, so back on these. That was really wide. I think I'm a bit short, that actually kind of hurt. All right, so like I said, I've been playing some really good golf recently. Just putting consistent round after consistent round. I think a lot of times, like last year when I was kind of playing some tournaments, I would have like either one really good round and then one really bad round. So they just kind of always canceled each other out. But now, especially with this last tournament, I've put together 2 really good rounds. So my first round, and I'll put it up on the screen, ended up being, I think it was 1,003 rated first round, which was huge. I think I would have been in second place in MPO had I been playing up. And then my second round wasn't near as good. It was still really good. It ended up being like 960 something. So I averaged 984 for the tournament, which ultimately led to that huge bump in rating. I did end up winning the tournament here. I think I ended up winning by like 6 strokes. I shot 8 down first round, 5 down second round, and just played really good golf. That was also a huge factor. It was crazy windy both rounds. And I think maybe all day I missed like 3 circle 1 putts. So that definitely kept me around. Got a long walk to the next hole here, but I just want to say it's super exciting to see the progress I've made because this is my first season really trying to like grind out tournaments and get better. So it's fun to see the progress. I think starting this year, I was under 800 rated. I was right at the threshold, like 890 something, but I was under 800 rated coming into this season. So the fact that I've jumped, 50 points probably, I'll do the math later, but probably 50 points is just insane and it's really cool to see. But all that to say, I'm just really excited for the rest of the season. I still have, I think 6 tournaments. I have 3 A tiers, 3 round tournaments. So those are gonna be huge for ratings as well. So we got a lot of stuff coming and I'm really excited. The 970, I don't know if I'll get it this year, but I like to think I could get really close. We're skipping hole 13 because it's like a 180 chip shot, nothing really. So we're going to 14, it's 280, another straight shot, just kind of sitting out there. We do have a good tailwind, so I'm gonna go see if I can muscle the justice out there. No, that was actually quite a bit short. Whoops. All right, we're gonna try that same FX2 just to see. Holy cow, okay, so that one went really long. It's so funny, I've been doing this stuff for, I don't know, probably over a year now, I'm guessing, close to it. I still get like really nervous when people watch me. So like I was right by the playground at this park. There's like 4 or 5 5-year-old kids. They're like, what's this guy doing? Why does he look weird? I'm like, oh no. And then I throw like, it was a fine shot. It wasn't spectacular. And they're just like, oh. The ego always takes a hit. All right, FX2, way long, probably circles edge deep. This one was pin high. I'm just probably 28 feet. Stay up. Yeah. All right, hole 15, 338. You gotta make it out this first couple gaps of trees. I think there's OB on the road and on the sidewalk, but it's kind of tough to get to. Really, problem number one is just getting through these 2 trees. And I threw forehand both times during the tournament, but I think this time for practice sake, I think I'm gonna go backhand just to see. Really short. Oh, short, almost reached the OB. Made it through the gap though. I'm just thinking, and this is like super ambitious, but let's say I do get to 970 rated. Does the Road to Pro series end and I try to do something else? Or do we continue it and then like try to hit like some Pro Tour stops next year and actually try to qualify or enter into those? Comment down below and let me know, because this is honestly progressing like a little faster than I was anticipating. It might be time to start thinking for the future as well. All right, definitely outside. I bet I'm 45-ish feet. Nice headwind. I will say during the tournament, I feel like every single putt was a headwind putt. I don't know what the deal was. It didn't matter where I landed by the basket, it was gonna be a headwind putt. That being said, let's hit this so we can go 3 for 3 here. Oh, off the front band, we'll take that. It's not a bad bid. I think one of the reasons I've been playing so well recently is I like have a whole new mindset like going into tournaments. Like I'm honestly not really trying to win. I mean, obviously it's nice, but I'm just trying to shoot like my best round. If someone goes crazy and shoots hot, that's great. But if I got everything I can get, I didn't bogey, you know, and I shoot a decent round, I'm gonna be fine with that. I've definitely slowed down on like the aggressiveness. Like there's definitely holes where I'm like, I should get this hole, so I'm gonna play to get that hole. But a lot of times if I'm like, I really don't think I can get that one, I'll throw my best shot for it, knowing that my best shot is probably just gonna be par. And I've noticed, especially in MA2, but even in MA1, like bogeys are gonna be out there for people. So as long as that's just not you, you know, if you're taking more pars, I would rather get a par than a bogey. Obviously, everyone knows that, but I don't think everyone does that or actively thinks that way in tournaments. And so I think me thinking that has helped me save a ton of strokes, just trying to play clean rather than play to win. And it's funny because ultimately it's led to a couple wins. So it all works out. And I don't think I'm gonna change that for probably as long as this series continues, but it just seems to be working right now. All right, I'm gonna play 16 and 17 and then call it, because I am feeling drops, but I wanna go ahead and play more than like 3 holes. So we're gonna play a couple more and get out of here before the rain really comes down. Hole 16, 363 feet, pretty low ceiling off the tee. You just gotta miss this tree on the left, and then it's sitting up like in the corner towards the road. This is a hole exactly that like I am playing for 3 in the tournament. I actually had a putt for birdie. I threw a really good shot, but I had a putt for birdie. But like doing practice runs, anything like that, I was like, I'll take a 3 on this one and move on. Oh, headwind, got that one. Curl. See, like that's not a great shot. That's just fine. I'm in the middle of the fairway down there. It's gonna be a pitch up, tap in 3, and I move on. Yeah, I think there's a big misconception with par 3s that like, it's a par 3, so you need to birdie it. And ideally, yes, that's the case. But realistically, it's just not, because yeah, this one, I can throw it 360 feet, but with this line and the shape of the shot and everything, that's just not like a high percentage shot for me. So I understand that like, yes, I can throw that far. Would I like to birdie this hole? Absolutely. But could I probably every time? No. And I think that's just something that people almost don't think about. It's like, it's a par 3, they need to birdie it regardless of if it means being a little more risky or not. All right, kind of got weirdly tucked behind this tree, but still should be fine. On the high side, yeah. See, and just like that, like where I think a lot of people are trying to just give it everything off the tee. They're gonna hit this tree, they're gonna burn over way over here, and it's way harder for birdie. Where like I was ideally just aiming to get somewhere in here, not with a shot that cut like that, obviously, but just something that lands right in here. I can maybe jump putt or like soft bid it for maybe a 2, but 3 is great. I am going on a bit of a soapbox here with these par 3 things, but I've heard a lot of professionals that like, pars are not bad. Are they great? No. Well, pars are not bad. Bogeys are bad. Bogeys are why you lose. Pars are not why you lose. Bogeys are why you lose. And I think that's something that's like, I've really thought about recently while I've been playing. And realistically, even this shot right here is not one that I would want for par. I love to be closer for par. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be my last one here. It's starting to come down a little more consistent. So just some final closing thoughts here. MA1, I'm looking forward to it. I actually played my first MA1 this past Saturday. So the Knicks tournament was 2 weeks ago. I got bumped up. And then this last weekend I played MA1, got second place. But again, kind of like what I just talked about, I think the whole round I had, or through 2 rounds, I had like 5 bogeys and I ended up losing by 3. So I cleaned those bogeys up, which a lot of them were like super easy mistakes, but I cleaned those bogeys up, I'm in contention or I'm winning. So it's just one of those things that like, and granted, I'm obviously different than Ricky Wysocki, but like Ricky is very aggressive and like he wants to get birdies on every single hole. I just don't think that's the case for me. That's not like the best way that I play. So I think also finding the best way for you to kind of attack the course is obviously something you figure out yourself, but this is just what I've done and I've found success with it. And ultimately it's helped me move up. Hole 17, 240, nice straight shot. It's sitting underneath the tree. I'm gonna go 1 forehand, 1 backhand to close it out. Ooh, stable. Just fine. All right, we're gonna go detour. I've only thrown this a few times. This goes like 50 feet further than any of my other mids. And it's like, it's a little bit of turn, but for the most part, it's just straight. I just don't know, honestly don't know the numbers. I don't know if the glide is just crazy on this thing, but it just doesn't want to fall out of the air, which is really cool. I mean, look at that. All right, let's finish out with a nice birdie here. Oh, yes. Almost a foot fault. Almost got knocked down by a tree. Still went in. All right, that is it. Sorry it's a bit of a shorter video. I was planning on doing a full 9. I had always had it scheduled that I was gonna record today. However, we just got a little bit of rain, so I'm cutting it short. But that is it for today's Road to Pro episode. I'm moving up, I'm in MA1, I'm on the road to MPO. Whether you're new to the Road to Pro series or our channel, or you've been here for a long time, we thank you, we appreciate you. It's fun to see the support from not only the local community, but people out there, you know, states away, even countries. So we appreciate that a ton. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We want it, we want it bad. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I think as it stands when I'm recording this, we literally need like 25. So we're almost there. We're really excited. We got a ton of things that are just gonna start pumping out. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming. You might see Jacob quite a bit more. So we're excited. Ozark Mountain Disc to the moon. We'll see you in the next one.